Hi friends, today I want to talk to you a little bit more about fear and worry. And what I want to do is share a couple of tips with you about some practical strategies that helped me, and I hope they'll help you. Because I really believe that fear and worry are two of our biggest problems, two of the ways that we suffer the most on this journey with a troubled son or daughter. The first tip is to set a time limit on how long and when you allow yourself to worry and focus on your fears. Maybe you choose early in the morning when you first get up. It could be lunchtime, maybe right after you eat, or later in the evening, whenever you think it's good for you. And what you do is you decide how long you're going to let yourself just focus and dwell on the things you're afraid of and worried about. It might be just 5 minutes, it might be 15, might be 30. I think I did it for about 15, 20 minutes. And you just think about it, dwell on it, obsess over it, just mull it over and over in your mind. But set a timer. And when it goes off, stop. Do your best to just set all that aside. And in the next 24 hours, when those worries and fears start to creep in and well up in your heart, tell yourself, no, I don't have to do that right now. I'm going to focus on that at 7 o'clock tonight or whatever time you've chosen. And do your best to just set it aside until that time comes. It really does help to limit how much time you allow yourself to obsess and focus on what you are worried and fearful about. The other tip is called a God box. And this is not something that I created. Tom and I didn't come up with this idea on our own. It's from Al-Anon. And we learned about it in one of our meetings that we went to. And what you do is you get a box, any kind of box. I just happen to have a Christmassy box, but any box will do. And you can get fancy. This isn't fancy. I'm sorry for the glare. I've got some stickers with alphabet letters on it and put my God box on it. That's pretty crude looking, I guess. You could write it, draw. Some of you are very creative and you'll come up with a neat way to do that. You don't have to put anything on the top of it. You'll know this is your God box. And you get a little notepad. I got mine from the local pharmacy. Something about this size, something that will fit nicely in your box. And grab a pen or pencil, whatever you want to use, and put both of these in your box. And when you become aware of feeling worried, anxious, fearful, you start to notice these feelings, and you can stop and say, I think I'm beginning to feel afraid about that again, or I'm worrying about this. Go get your box from wherever you've decided to keep it, maybe high up on a shelf or in the back of a drawer. Get your box, take out your notepad, and write down what it is you are worrying about or what you're afraid of. And then tear that sheet of paper off, fold it up, put it in your box, and maybe you need to do that for 4 or 5 items. Keep writing them on different sheets of paper and putting them in the box. Then put them in here, put your pen and your pad back in, put the lid on it, and put it maybe high up on a shelf in the closet. That's where I kept mine. Maybe in one of your drawers, maybe under your bed. The process is very therapeutic, and surprisingly so. There's something about, number 1, being aware of what you're feeling. Number 2, writing it down, putting it into words, and then putting it in that box, putting the lid on it, and putting it away on a shelf symbolizes giving it to God, surrendering those worries and fears to Him. So my friends, I hope that you'll try one or both of these tips and that they will help you as they have me. And a verse that always helps me when I begin to feel fearful and anxious is from Psalm 23. It's a great balm for just about anything. but especially I think it's verse 3 or 4, where it says, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. So when the pain is too deep to be alone, please find a healing community. Let others who are walking a similar path come alongside to comfort, encourage, and give you hope. Goodbye for now.